inadvisably late night stream. To play what is allegedly a pretty short N64 emulating video game. Video game. I'm just making sure I've not fucked up my logo files, especially with multiple streams in one day, which is not a good idea for that specific reason. Well, not a good idea is maybe too strong a thing, but like I try to be very careful about my local files and not set myself up for failure. And streams in multiple streams in one day is a good way to do that if I'm not careful. But I think it'll be fine. Damn. I love it already. Damn. This is a lot of fun. Oh, she's so cute. I love little Polly Madeline. I like how it's all like bit crush sounds from Celeste brackets normal kind, and like low poly textures and stuff, or low detail textures and stuff, as one might find on a Nintendo 64 or other things of it there. I think that's cute. It's nice of it to draw your... I'm still learning to actually pay attention to the thing I'm about to say, but I like that it draws your a dotted line to where your shadow is to help you judge distance, or judge yourself against distant platforms below you. intend to preserve this double jump the whole way there. I'm just not sure how I crossed that. What I'm doing wrong to not get that last, or to get across that bigger gap there in the middle of this. Motherfucker. Don't do this to me. Come on. I was on that platform. Please. Like, I know, like, climbing from the sides is not ideal, but I feel like I was, like, almost there. And also, I guess they just want you to do a, what, skid jump, the thing called it? Because that's how you can turn around faster and also get extra height for your trouble, and then probably not have to mantle repeatedly and die for it. Mantling, as we all know, cannot be trusted. Fuck. I do need to, however, get the actual skid, or it's not gonna work. So I was just focused on that platform that like remains there in the ground. Double check how many strawberries there are. I feel like it's like something like 37, but I would like to have an actual double check that number. Just to know what to expect here. camera is my enemy. Is the main thing I'm learning here. Very kind of you. Third. Coming full circle of the sunshine, aren't we? I think someone told me this was in too. Or by someone told me, I mean I recall hearing about this on the internet. Which I guess is... The internet is made of people. There are people on it. They tell you things that, you know, no real incorrect statements there. Finding a camera angle that suits these is a pain. part of what is making, or how I'm making this harder on myself, is I'm not trusting the full timer on these phone platforms. Like I have a little more time than I'm giving myself. Get jump exam time, motherfucker. Need to stop just dashing reflexively there when it isn't the right thing to do. Actually, she's looking at me because I'm making noises. And she goes, "Oh, noises are happening. I love this." Almost 1/3 of the way there. I think it's worth going through the tapes whenever I see them, just so that I A, don't miss them, and B, that I get the slightly harder seeming platforming challenges done and don't have to worry about those anymore. Very hard to line up the center of the platform. I know you can go over on that one, but I wanted to see if how hard it is to go underneath here, because I think that will help me for the second jump I need to make. It might be that it's too hard to do reliably. I need to try it and find out. It is not in fact too hard to do reliably. Camera angle. I guess it's just that one you have to go under. The others you can all go over, and that's a lot easier. Like, in theory, you wanted to go underneath on a bunch of just sort of the practice, but if that's going to just result in me eating spikes repeatedly. Okay, for this one, I, well, succeed at the jump, and then just go over the top on the rest. So hard to line that up. Oh, motherfucker, I didn't realize that one was empty until it was too late to do anything about it. I don't know why that's become my insult of choice, or not insult, expletive of choice so often. I should probably tune my brain to say something different, just for variety, if nothing else. I guess you actually can go over the top, can't you? You can just do something like that. Doesn't leave the question of what you meant to do on the second to last one, if it's just skip that as well. I realize they do give you the guide for this exact problem, which is that it's hard for me to read it and adjust it correctly, or quickly enough to not die to spikes. Getting better at it, but it's still tricky. Damn, I wanted to rest on that one for a second, trying to figure out what I'm doing next. Now it's 1/3. I am ready. What is your secret? How are you solved? I would love to be able to see. Good to know. There's probably some like strawberries hidden under platforms like these, but let's not worry about that right this second. Transgender. Learning how to wall jump in this game. It's like, I've seen this puzzle before. I know your ways. It's a matter of, can I do the thing or not? 17. I don't really need to count them, but I started counting them, and now I'm probably not going to stop counting them. If I want to do the long jump they have told me I have, and that I used successfully not moments ago. Yeah, I think if that's aimed correctly, that has the distance. I guess it just puts you right back there if you want. Fair enough. I didn't believe in the platform. Is there a reason I can't just climb up here and grab it? Is it not that simple? It is in fact that simple. What's the point of all you then? Why are you here? 13. Damn. Calling her a little weirdo now, are we? Wait, are you the sign I've already read, or are you a different sign? Yes, you're... Okay, I already see you. Okay, so you can break out of a dash. Sometimes. Or is it only from, like, one side? Interesting. Okay, so you can just dash through it. I just didn't do it correctly that one time. Fair enough, I guess. Hey, what's your story, Ledge? Why are you here? What is your purpose? But not normally, well, actually no, I would be saying insane things like that. I said it that way sincerely because I thought it would be funny. However, I was mostly saying it that way because, I know there are strawberries hidden in places like that, and I'm trying to find out where the last 12 are. I guess I'm being drowned out by the music. Maybe a little bit. You can turn it down a little bit in game. Maybe a lot of it. Nice music, but I don't know if it handles being listened to a lot as much as... Damn. As much as the Celeste bass soundtrack did. Oh, that's how you're supposed to get over there. I see. Well, I'm cooler. Damn it. Just be on the solid ground down there, please. I don't think it's necessarily easier to start from up here, but since that's the checkpoint I have anyways, and it does allow me to skip the first jump, why not? It's not aiming well I'm not used to jumping in 3D space, because it's not the game I've been playing for fucking 30 hours or whatever. It's as if the game cares, or if it did care, if it wouldn't think that was cool. It's the last notable game that likes when you speedrun it. That was designed for speedrunners to speedrun. An attribute that I feel like is still at least somewhat in the this one-off game. Dashing here, but that already feels more reliable than trying to just jump across. A little earlier than that. I have my mouse on this one again. I don't think it. I'm not sure it shows in the capture, but here, a second. It does, in fact, show on the capture. Whoops. If there's anything on the back there besides the smiley face, it might just be the smiley face. Let's all calm down. What was I just trying for? Before I did the tape, or was it the only? If I remember, if there's another strawberry nearby that I was going for. It was just the tape one. It might have just been the tape one. I dislike this checkpoint specifically. Seems like it has to be something, but I don't know how to make it become something. Where is any other checkpoint? Right, that strawberry is what I was going for. Starting from here might be an advantage if I do things correctly. I say might, will be. Nine. some point I'm gonna need to look up ones I'm missing, but not quite yet, I don't think. No, as long as there's still some in the world that I've not gotten yet. Or let me rephrase that. Not as long as there's some that I can see that I've not gotten in the world yet. And can therefore go towards and see if I can get. There you go, I've remembered how to use the English language. Fear me. I think it's just not in the functionality of this, like, prototype? Like, one-off project? I don't know. What do they call it, a prototype or a demo? Ooh, which it really isn't, but, whatever it is, I think it would be nice if it had the ability to, like, snap you to... I don't know, I guess maybe if it snapped you to banners without you touching them, that would be a bad thing in some ways, but... I guess given I keep dying to and being placed in banners that are inconvenient, I kind of wish it would snap me to better ones, but whatever. There's glass over here somewhere I need to smash. Like up there somewhere. I seem to remember how to get to it. Done over here, but wanted to kind of check. There's something up here. I didn't climb all the way up here before. Oh, there's a tape, so yes is the answer. And not one of the ones I've done. Maybe something over there too, but let's worry about this first. What did I do to you to deserve this? I mean, it's not as bad as it seems. Oh, as a checkpoint, it's absolutely not as bad as it seems. Never mind. I got scared. I didn't have to be scared. I need to recharge there. It's not, in fact, safe, so just keep going. Just didn't react fast enough right now. Fucking greedy for no reason. to get the feather. But I already had the feather. What am I meant to be doing? I guess we'll find out when I get back there. That is what you're supposed to do there. 7. Hello, friend. I knew something was over there. Six. At some point I'm going to need to check this guide again that I've got and see what one I've missed. Well, I guess, oh, I say at some point I will. I guess I possibly will not. I suspect I will need to. Up there, there's got to be one in that class bit for sure. There's also another high place that I can't see from this angle. Cool, but okay. I'm gonna make the roll, I can do it. That's not where I was trying to get to. Cool. I'm not sure what I was supposed to do with that double crystal. Once I had it. Okay, I see that platform there that I've not interacted with, but I'm not sure how to get to it yet. So all I see is that platform, like that one's above me, so I'm not sure how that would help. Oh, I guess, maybe another skid jump is what they want. Actually, I didn't think of that. I forgot that is in my, toolkit. Fuck. I was afraid of that happening eventually. I guess there's some stuff over there too. Yeah, so it's at least one tape in the, or strawberry in the tape. Possibly one where that tree is. Oh, never mind. I thought I had knocked something over. I can actually rest on that platform, is the thing. Probably also, yeah, the strawberry on top of the tower I'm on, almost certainly, and then there's one in the tape across the way, and then there's possibly another there, so it's 3 of the, like, 6 I have left, at least. Up here before I leave. So I want to go there, I think. Hey lady, how you doing? Growth is important.
Celeste 64, Fragments of the Mountain. Created in a week-ish by the Celeste team.
Neat.
Maddie Thorson, Noel Berry, Amora B., Pedro Medeiros, Lena Rain, Heidi Mata, and Kevin Regami and Jeff Tangsock of Power Up Audio.
Yeah, I've been pronouncing Lena's name wrong. Apologies.
Special thanks. Maddie would like to thank Sarah and Zed, for their love and support. Noel thanks Yvonne for being chill and cool. Amora would like to thank Kiki, Zach, Rose, and Phil for being so loving and fun. Pedro would like to thank Isa for saving his Git merges, Pedro Damasceno, and everyone from Shinela for helping him learn 3D. Jeff would like to thank his good friend Stelmack. Kevin thanks Zoe for her boundless support, even when it comes to silly projects like this one. Lena would like to thank Bobbin for being a cat. Heidi would like to thank Brian for being awesome, and Furi for being perfect. And lastly, thank you to Celeste players everywhere. Your love and passion for our little game continues to inspire us.
We'll be able to. I also like how everything clicks in with the beat. It's funny and good. Dashing into the wall is probably the best use of the dash there. You just need to get on the right side of it, and then dash into the wall, and then recharge. think, okay, so you don't need, I think, I didn't pull it off, but I think you totally can jump over the top without using a jump, or without using a dash. Yeah, you absolutely can. Just makes it kind of more reliable to use one, it feels like. I disagree, but okay. I need that dash back. I'm not sure where I spent it that I shouldn't have, but I need it back at that point. How do you get across there without spending a jump? Or is there something else I'm missing here? The wall, apparently, is something else I'm missing. Don't know why I keep spending a dash like that. I guess to practice doing that. Maybe they just aim. I think part of the problem is I'm just not aiming that jump remotely correctly, and maybe if I do, I won't actually need the dash to complete it. Again, easier said than done, but I'm still, even at this point, having most of the stars, or strawberries, excuse me, still not that confident on the, hello. I see. It is all clear to me now. I think Well is basically right about how long this would take, and like how long to beat estimate was not going to be a low estimate or anything. I definitely did not give some of these jumps enough credit for how tricky they still are. Even if they don't compare it to the, hardest version in the base game levels I was just playing. They still are tricky jumps sometimes. I think you can probably go over the top of that to get the double crystal. You can go over the top of that. That feels like a comparable jump. Maybe not. Need to stop having that failure mode specifically. Maybe I just need to let the thing go a couple times just to make sure I'm clear on the timing. guess that you're also there too. So maybe there's a couple ways to do this. Oh no, that's the platform that falls. Never mind. Just hadn't thought about it after it falls. Fucker. You know, I should just go for that far one. I can clearly make that jump, and that would save me a lot of headache. You might say this is almost Rayman Legends practice, but I'm forgetting that Rayman Legends continues to not be a 3D game. It has 3D graphics, unlike Celeste, but it is a... Well, I guess 2.5D is referring to that, isn't it? It's those. It's that thing. It'll feel slightly more familiar than if I went directly from base Celeste to Rayman. Yeah, that still feels gettable. I'm gonna keep trying that until I pull it off. Or, well, I'm gonna rephrase that. I'll give it at least a few more tries and see. I feel like I'm changing the mean dramatically with the revision. I will try it a few more times and see if that still feels viable. And if it does, I can do that. If that stops feeling viable, I can go back to trying to hit the moving platforms. That time I felt like I had the jump good enough that if it were possible, I would have made it. So maybe it just actually is not possible. I think actually one of those moving platforms, you can crawl around to the backside of it safely, so I guess that is probably the thing you're meant to do. Yeah, the bottom one, and I think I could drop down to it safely. I disagree, but okay. The wall kick in particular feels like one of the things that... trying to not be a shitty armchair developer about this, but I feel like of the things that could really have used more time in the oven, that feels like definitely one of them. Like, it's not terrible, it just feels like it is... I guess it's not fair. My point of comparison is Mario, basically invented 3D stuff fame, which I guess that's also bastardizing the history. But let's pretend that statement's true for a second. That statement is uncomplicatedly true for a second. Comparing a game that was made in a week by people that were inexperienced with 3D and judging its. Even if they were, experienced game developers, judging the movement of one sub portion of the movement against that game is not exactly fair, I don't think. It's not terrible, it just feels a little bad sometimes when I don't. It just feels like it's not easy to line up the kick, and it feels like it should be easier to do it. Like some of the whining, I wasn't doing whining about 3D games, but I did comment that 3D platformers I'm not as fond of. I think part of it is stuff like this, where it's like, I know the jump I need to do, it's just the camera is like the sole obstacle to doing it correctly and consistently. And I should also just check a control guide, because it's possible I'm just missing a useful targeting button or something. That would make it easier to line these up, but as is, it is a bit awkward. I should have waited. I should have waited. I should have waited. I'm glad that one of the trades the 3D version gives me is that I don't have to care about grip strength ever again. Presumably because it would suck absolute ass with the way these levels are designed. I mean, I guess they could design them to not require, you know, lengthy climbing, but it works. It's good for a 3D game. You know, a nostalgia-based 3D game to have this kind of wall stuff. This is a Mario 64, Mario Sunshine Ash thing to do. I guess it's not even, yeah, me trying to decide exactly how much of the 3D canon Mario 64 was a wormhole I didn't need to go down, but, considering this is called, you know, Celeste 64 Fragments of the Mountain, like, the way it looks the way it does, like, it is very clearly, in part at least, trying to be Mario 64, but Celeste. So making the comparison between the two is not that unfair. Like, I think the considerations about, you know, relative dev time and experience are still worth keeping in mind. So, oh, the jump doesn't feel as good as it could, but... Nice. 5. And one of them's with Theo. You want to come with Han, or are you just going to hang out here? I mean, that's your business, but... I like that it plays a little snippet of the music when you first meet her. Motherfucker. There we go. 4. And one of them was with Theo. Somewhere above me. Well, didn't particularly want to fall that far, but hey. Annoying. Wait. None of them are with Theo. Hmm. Aww. Damn. Selfie! Getting to the point where I'm going to like be like, okay, where is the last strawberry I'm missing? I love that the render distance also is nostalgic, I guess is the way I would put it. I've not been up. Oh no, I haven't up there. Never mind. Sorry, I'm looking at strawberries and I'm trying to figure out where this stray here I can feel on my face is. Can I get the potatoes over here? Well, it was that one, then yes. Was there another one over here that I did not get? I don't know why I did that angle specifically. Wasting my own time. It looks collected. Let's just okay. Yes, it's collected. I can tell because I can't collect it anymore. What's one of them? I like this one. Again, to an extent, they all feel like this because, like, you know, it is all this less graphics and still broadly plays like Celeste, even like this much different 3D format. But like, this I think is the most a puzzle has felt like a Celeste 2D puzzle of the ones I've done. What two am I missing? I'm gonna poke around a bit more, but I think I might start trying to follow this guide step by step to see which ones it has that I have not found myself. I know I went up there. Maybe there's one in this bit somewhere. Really need to get a different checkpoint banner. I'm gonna keep dying like that. I need to have a different checkpoint so I don't have to redo shit like this constantly. There's a checkpoint, yeah, right there, but I'm not gonna fall to my death this time, crucially. Damn. Rude. I like the sound it makes me do that jump. Pleasant. Trying to see where this strawberry that this guy is pointing at is. I don't know if I understand where it is. And therefore I don't understand if I've already got it or not. Oh, unless it's... it is there, and I already have it. Zoom in. Allegedly a cassette tape here. I might not have gotten that. Or somewhere around here. Perhaps not here specifically. Oh, this is over here, actually. I got you already? Yes. Okay. Oh, clever. Was not thinking of this kind of puzzle. And then there was one. There's a strawberry up here that I've already gotten, but I would like to see it again just to be sure. Yes. Wait, so that's... Oh, actually, maybe I am missing a cassette over here somewhere still. Okay, now, so I have all of them. Never mind. Perfect. Ah, I see the last one I'm missing. I was curious about this, and now I have the answer. Why I'm making this more difficult and scary than it needs to be. I feel so naked about my dashes. Right, one of these does go that way, doesn't it? That's 30. So I'm trying to close some tabs on my phone now that I'm no longer playing Celeste of any stripe. Now what? There's like a little tiny bit more to the game, but I think I might need to do might just be that's it, but I wanted to see if there's anything else I'm supposed to do once I have all the strawberries before I call it. Nice. And that's my second stream done, and I will go to bed. Goodbye.